I've bought an NFT. How do I use it? What do I do? What does it look like to play?
Sure. So as we release the first chapter, which is probably going to be around the time that people are listening to this podcast, you will go to our website. You'll connect your wallet, similar to how you've seen, you connect your wallet to a marketplace or other sites. And what you'll see is that if you hold a Wastelander in your wallet, you're able to start the story mode. You're able to do the next chapter. And so you'll see kind of your party at the top of the screen. You'll see, your Wastelanders in your wallet. We'll show a few and you can expand it to kind of check and make sure like you have all of them in there. You'll want to keep all of your NFTs from our collections. And if you're going to use a partner NFT, you want to have that in the same wallet. We have the mechanics where we're going to give you rewards for doing the story and where you're going to have like the voting power. Those things run kind of in tiers in some cases. And so it'll be an advantage to have everything in the same wallet. So you'll put those things in a wallet, you'll connect it to our website, you'll be able to start the story chapter, and then you'll see some of the amazing art that co.dll has created. He's the artist that we're working with for these kind of chapter scene arts. That art has already dropped, by the way. Chapter one's art has already dropped to a random Wastelander holder. So he's in our Discord. He's obviously pretty thrilled. So we're going to be giving those out to people in the community in a variety of different ways. Some of them will be free drops. Some of them might be a Tox raffle, where you have to spend some of the Tox that you've gained by using our features to kind of enter to win. And some of them we may do as like an auction, like a stacks auction. But so you'll see that amazing artwork. You'll kind of read through the first parts of that chapter, and then you'll run into these characters, right, that we talked about, and then you'll have these interactive conversations. Tell me more about this place. What are you doing here? Hey, how can I find some help? What's you click on these different dialogue options. Some of them will only be available if you have certain traits in your wallet. So, for instance, if you have weapons in one section, you may be able to click on a response to what Kana is saying that other people will not be able to click on. And then you'll get talks, right, for that response. So you'll go through these interactive conversations. You'll be learning about the world. You'll be learning about the characters, and it'll be advancing, of course, like some of the plot points. And as you get towards the end of the chapter, that's where you'll get your options to vote, right? And your party that's in the connected wallet will have a certain power that they can vote with. And like I said, that's going to be based on how many you hold, but also like the type of NFTs that you hold. So if you hold a few Wastelanders, you might have 20 voting power. If you have a certain tier higher than that, you might have 30. A tier higher, you might have 40. It is kind of diminishing returns after a certain point because we don't want to just encourage people to try to collect the entire collection to completely dominate the story voting. But that voting power will be converted into talks once you make the vote. So there's always going to be a reward for participating in the story voting. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for the story mode. You'll gain talks that way. You'll influence the outcome of the next chapter. Once we release the raid feature, you'll be able to then just do raids kind of like on demand whenever you like as you're waiting for the next chapter. And that's a way to earn more talks. When we release the equipment collection, those will come in sealed packs. So you'll be able to get kind of a sealed, it'll look like almost like a pack of cards. And those packs will contain 3 pieces of equipment randomly.
And these are like NFTs, right? Not like you're going to get mailed a physical pack of
Exactly
cards.
right. They're
Okay.
NFTs. NFTs. So they're sealed. And we're going to reserve some of them that can only be bought with talks. And we'll make the rest available for stacks. And then those sealed packs can be listed and traded on marketplaces. And the owners will have the option to open them or not. And then the resulting NFTs that come out of the pack can also be traded. So we're hoping that's going to be a really exciting mechanic. There's going to be some very rare equipment in there. There's going to be some powerful items. There's going to be different rarities. There's going to be different types. Like if we have a laser pistol, the plan is to have laser pistols that do a set number of damage, laser pistols that do a range of damage. We're going to try to introduce a lot of variety to the items that you'll find in these packs. And some of them will be like unique 1 out of 1 items, but they'll be in those sealed packs. So it should be really interesting to see how the market reacts to that and whether people decide to open the packs or not.
So this wouldn't be possible without Web3 and NFTs unless you're building like an actual game out that you can like download for your computer. And I think that is that right? Is that using NFTs this way is the only way to kind of do this?
I mean, I'm sure that this kind of experience could be done in a fully Web 2 way. But what we really like about the NFT technology is that it does give people a sense of ownership, a sense of reward, and just the fun of collecting things and having ownership of like the assets of the game. So, we're big believers in that. And I think it's only a matter of time before more people start to appreciate the fact that, by playing this, I've been able to get myself like a laser cannon or something super cool. And now I own that. It's something that I can trade for other weapons. I can choose to sell that if I'm done with the game or if I want to move on, and buy something else. It gives people a real sense of reward and ownership. When you find a treasure in our experiences, it's a real treasure. It's like something that you own, and it's decentralized. So we can't take it away from you. We can't, just shut a server off or something. Ultimately, so our experiences are like the gameplay itself is Web 2 for now, but we do have a goal to try to decentralize more and more. And ultimately, hopefully, we'll be able to decentralize the entire experience.